Devolution has worked for the leaders. Like, hey, for the MC now, more people are eating. That is all. Devolution has devolved. Devolution has devolved corruption more efficiently than it has devolved development. Devolution has devolved corruption more efficiently than it has devolved any form of development.
Simon, why are you saying so?
Because the faster, the more. What I've seen is that. We were not necessarily Kenyans. Even were not necessarily angry that the fact that even the leaders who ran, that they were not angry the fact that they were not getting positions of leadership. They're just not angry that not getting a piece of the pie. And then now when they now got this MCA women rep, like would tell me, you who's listening, what has your women rep done for you? Yes, tell me, what has your women rep done for you? Except taking your tax money, except taking your yes, exactly. And then even the MP, you can even break it down. It's just so much. Devolution has been more efficient, devolving corruption more than development. That is a fact. Or Solo, you have seen development like being devolved better. What have you seen?
I think devolution has been good because it's brought leadership close to the people. But there needs to be a closer and a more detailed audit about devolution and how it works and whether we need all these counties that we have right now, because as Simon says, of course, there are some people who have really benefited a lot, especially those leaders, because they're earning from taxpayers' money.
So what has happened is that why I agree and disagree with Simon at the same time. The first part is that the expenditure by the counties.
Yes.
We have spent 60 billion.
That's too much.
1 year.
No, 60 billion only on development out of what we would have spent of 450 billion.
Yes.
So we've spent only 66 billion.
Which is a very small percentage.
Which is a very small percentage.
Yeah.
The counties basically expenditure on what is supposed to be their core duty. They don't use it.
Exactly.
So they have used only 66B out of 450B. So the question is, where is the rest of the money?
Yes.
Why haven't they been using this money which has been given by the exchequer for development? That means many, and if you look at it this way, I always say, look at the counties. From example, the north. There's nothing.
There's nothing at all. And we've seen
they bring the money up, so you know the way they bring
build it.
People we know.
So if you look at the north, all those 4 or 5 counties have nothing which they would tell you they have used that money. They have equalization fund. They have all these funds which are supposed to have by now would have been seeing the schools have developed, would have seen that they have healthcare is well done, and would have seen this
even infrastructure.
But now what happens is that 90% of that money is either in South C, in South B, easily,
or Kilimani.
But even CEO, I'll take it a notch higher on what you just said, because you've mentioned that indeed a lot of the funds have not been used properly, right? A majority, only a small portion has been used.
It's only 60
We need to
billion.
say it clearly. They planned the corruption and the stealing. This is planned stealing that was actually executed very meticulously to the extent that no one is actually even prosecuted. And that's why you have to remember that indeed, this is not someone just coming across a simple, like 100,000 hapo, then they just take it. No, this is planned. We're going to do this to get this, to take this money here, and to do this. To avoid what? Making your road. To avoid what? Doing that particular, building that school, developing anything. So this planned corruption. We have to call it what it is. Planned corruption. It's not unplanned.
And that's why we're saying that there needs to be a very special audit about how it works and how it's close to the people, whether it's bringing development, whether it's beneficial, or whether all the money that is directed towards devolution is only paying allowances, salaries and all that.
And recurrent expenditure.
And also, they called what? Benchmarking?
Benchmarking trips.
You go benchmark trip to Malaysia.
To do what? You're taking all the MCAs there. To do what?
We have enough benches in CBD. Go there. Mark those benches.
So it's important. We'll check how that state of devolution is. But the thing is, devolution was a welcome move.
Yes, it was.
But the way we have handled devolution is a big issue.
Yeah, maybe it needs to be reviewed, because even sometimes we also wonder, do we need all the 47 counties?
We don't.
We don't need, because we are having a lot of money, a lot of expenditure going into different. Should they be downsized so that we look at it? Someone had suggested that we can even go back to the way we used to have provinces back in the day. We used to have like 6, 7, 8 provinces in the country. You remember?
Only.
Yes, and we used to have provincial commissioners who are now in the level of a governor, controlling each province. So maybe what we should do is how do we downsize from 47, come to a smaller number, so that now all this expenditure that is going into payments of salaries and all those things and allowances then can also be utilized for other purposes.